How's it going, everyone? I'm Holtzy, and this is episode 2 of my Minecraft Let's Play. If you guys saw episode 1, basically what I did was I set up a little campsite in the taiga biome. I made a quick farm, I went exploring in the caves and found some iron, and I started setting up shop. And so in this episode, it's going to be a continuation of that. I don't have too many plans for today, a couple of builds. Alright, so here we are in our world. Of course, we got ourselves a little campsite we set up here. This is basically what we made on episode 1 for our actual house, but of course over here we have a small little wheat farm that we've been growing. Not too much has happened, of course, so if you missed episode 1, of course you can watch that, but you haven't missed out on much. Pretty much everything I've showed you is what we did. Look at that excellent sunset, I love that. So yeah, let's get into tomorrow. Alright, so I noticed that I had not too many things I had to do for episode 2, but I do have quite a bit of builds I want to make, and so one of them I'm gonna make right now before I get on to my my bigger project is to start creating a potato farm. And so I only have one potato right now, and I don't have any bone meal, it seems. So we have to grow these manually, but that'll be fine. Within a couple of days, we'll have a nice, prosperous potato farm. But all I'm gonna do to set this thing up is that I'm gonna go over to the wheat farm over here. I'm gonna break one and place one, and this thing will hopefully grow into something a little bit larger later on. Alright, so now while that's growing, now time for my bigger project, which is I want to make a lighthouse on the sea, either right there or right over there. And what the idea is that it's going to be a dock facing out of the water, and then on the dock is going to be a little lighthouse or a watchtower that you can look over the sunset, look over the different views, and whatnot. And so I have two different spots I want to put it. One is in place of this tree that I planted last episode, right on this little plains thing, which is the exact size that I want this to be, a 3x3 as you can see. So it wouldn't be that bad. And as for design, I don't have many ideas for either. I'm not very good with towers, so this won't come out looking as good as my starter base, but that's the whole point of this series, is just to try and work on my building. Try and create something that I'm proud of, and so I guess that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it right here in place of this tree. Alright, so now that the tree has been cleared, it's time for us to get some ideas that I want for this lighthouse. I'm not really sure exactly what I'm going to go for. I kind of want to make a stony design with some more decoration based around wood, but I don't have a very good palette so far, as this is only the second episode, so I kind of got to work with what I have. So I'm thinking have the edges go like this, and it kind of swoops in towards the middle, cuts in, and then, yeah, at the very end goes back out. But I'm not sure if I should keep these as full blocks or cut them down to strip them. And so, of course, I'm going to have two exits to this thing. One is going to be out to the dock side, so I can put some boats, maybe a little harbor in there. And one is going to be to my land, so I can have a quick access, maybe look a little path between that base that I live in, and then, of course, this thing. So far, it's not looking too bad, but I do want to have some sort of final look at this to make sure that I like it. I've always had a really difficult time trying to make towers look good, and so I really hope that this one turns out alright. I've already ran out of wood from that one tree I made a while ago. It's a lot less wood than I thought it was going to be, but it's not looking that bad. Of course, I got to strip those sides, but I think once I do that, I also going to add perspective to this more. Like, I feel like I should just expand the castle or tower one out in every single direction. And, of course, get a little bit more wood, so I got to do that first. I'm just trying to think how to make this not suck. It's really hard for me to make towers. I've never actually made one that I've liked before. And so I'm just really working hard with different textures, removing different stuff, trying to make it all seem pretty good, which is more difficult than it sounds, honestly. And I think I definitely need to add some stone to this. I think this is where I got to add my first batch of mossy cobblestone. Which I'm kind of excited for, but I want it to end up looking good. And I'm really working hard on trying to make it look good. Because so far, it looks kind of awkward. This is the only side that's done right now, kind of. Yeah, I got to add some stone somewhere, because this just doesn't look good. Once again, out of wood. This is devastating. There's so much wood that needs to be put into this lighthouse. It's coming together a little bit more, but I definitely got to work on this. But quite a lot. I'll try and make it look as good as possible. And don't worry, this episode's not going to be fully surrounded around the lighthouse. I'm going to be doing a little bit more exploring into the caves and just trying to work on the potato farm a little bit. This is just a small piece of the puzzle. Alright, this is already looking way better, even though it's a little bit flat, but I can of course fix that, maybe put some fences along the side of it. There's a whole bunch of stuff I can do, and at least it's workable. So I'm gonna finish up the top, and then that should be it for the lighthouse, at least the first aspect of it. So it's not the best right now, but I'm gonna start adding in some cobblestone in place of what I have so far, and see if that's gonna change anything. I'm also gonna get that inside wall to cobble. It's already looking a lot cleaner. Almost like something I'd live in, but I still want to make a lot of upgrades to this. Just try and make it look like something that I would actually have on my land. So I gotta work on that. But that, of course, will be in the morning. I've now, surprisingly, this thing has taken so long that I've doubled my time spent in this world. So I started this episode on day 6, and I ended this build at least on day 12, but I might take even another day to work on this to make sure it's absolutely stunning. Because so far, it's not doing that well. I'm now going to get some fences, and I'm going to get some more torches so I can try to add some more definition to this thing. Yeah, okay, I'm going to keep with that design there, with the fences, although I'm not sure if I want to keep on that block or not. Yeah, I'm going to take it off the block and I'm going to put the block on the inside. I think that'll look better. Okay, yeah, that fence looks a lot better in that position. I'm going to bring it up to the top, though, but I need more fences in order to do that. And in perfect timing, the best Minecraft song comes on, Sweden. It's undebatable. It's the best survival one, at least. Although I would say that area math probably has a little bit more tune for me. That's only because in the early games, I usually only played creative. I didn't really touch survival until I was maybe 8 or 9. I promise you I'll be done with this soon, and then we can probably get going onto caving. Maybe even make like a little cave base, and then start mining a little bit more to the lush cave that I saw last episode. And see if I can get some of those spore blossoms, because those things look magnificent in your base. Doesn't even matter what base you're in. Alright, now's the finishing touches. I'm going to be adding a door, and then maybe a little railing to go along the side of it, or at least something. Alright, I think that'll be it for the lighthouse. It looked a lot better than I assumed it was going to look halfway through. I was kind of scared thinking that it would look kind of ugly in the end, but it turned out alright. Of course, you still need to add the floor, but the actual outside of it, I think it's pretty much done. Doesn't look that bad. And it fits in with the aesthetic that I'm going for, with the spruce and then the cobblestone. I like how it turned out. And would you look at that, my wheat farm is beginning to grow. Just in time, too, because I've now ran out of things to eat. Potato plant's not fully grown. It's kind of hard to tell with the texture what is fully grown, what isn't, but this is not fully grown right now. Now it's morning, I'm going to do some finishing touches to my build, and then I'm going to go out caving. First thing I'm going to do is take out this ground, and I'm going to put in an andesite build. Some pillagers have showed up, as you guys can see, just as the project gets finished. I see a little banner head guy over there, and so I'm going to see if I can take them out. Wish me luck, this might be a little bit dangerous. I'm going to try and see if I can restock on some food before I attack them. The rate in between my base and myself, so now I gotta try and figure a way to take them all out. There's pretty much 2 strategies I can take here. One is going by ocean, which I think I'm going to try. See if I can lead him in towards me. At least one of them. Let one of them follow me. Are you going to come? There you are. They're all 3 of them are coming, okay. Maybe they can take themselves out just by shooting. Now they're chasing after me again, great. I gotta swim away. I'm gonna restock on some of this rotten flesh over here. Try and heal myself up. And take him again. It's difficult with no really good armor and on hard mode. God, it's harder than I thought to take these guys. I don't know what's the plan here. I now have no food. I gotta try and see if I can get some food from my chest. So I'm gonna swim towards my chest and just go for it. And the pathfinding is not that strong. So I can quickly grab some of this, heal up, and then go for them again. Now I heal up, and I swim underneath the water again to take them out. And they're really taking away my food supply too. This might be a battle that lasts for more than I would have thought. Also, that lighthouse, that looks actually pretty nice in the dark, I gotta be honest. I might have to add some more cobble along the sides, but I like how that looks a lot. And the roof design they made looks really nice too. Good. Alright, so I got the banner. That's basically the only thing I really wanted out of this. Now I'm gonna grab some food. Alright, and there we have it. I killed the entire pillager tribe. I'm now gonna actually go ahead and find some spore blossoms down in that lush cave that I found last episode. But first I need to get a better food source. Is this finished? I don't know. I don't know if I should risk it either. I'm gonna shit on the rest of the crops, give it like another minute or so while I go get some bread. While I make this into bread, and see if it changes form at all. Because the worst case scenario is that I mine this thinking that it's good and it's not. Because potatoes are hard to know when they're actually ready or not. Finally, a renewable resource, renewable food source at least. So regardless of if this is finished or not, I'm gonna be taking it out. Wish me luck. Please tell me that this is a finished bush. Okay, it was. I got 4 potatoes. Awesome. I really did not. The worst case scenario for me right there is that it's not finished, but luckily it is. I'm gonna be putting these potatoes inside my chest, and I'm gonna be setting up the potato farm next episode. Because for the last little bit of this episode, I really want to go down into the mines and find that lush cave. Do a little bit of exploration there. So I'm not sure exactly where the entrance to the cave is, but I remember that it's been over here somewhere. So I'm just gonna be running around aimlessly until I find it. Here we are. Finally found it. That took me like a good 10-15 minutes to try and find the entrance, but I got it now. So I'm going to go in, and just like last time, go pretty slow and see if I can get to that entrance to the lush cave. So now I'm at the entrance. I don't have any water. I mean, I can't really water clutch down there, but is there a wall that I can go down slowly? Now I'm going to mine through this wall until I emerge onto the cave. Here we are. I see some axolotls. Man, this biome is beautiful. And I do see a spore blossom flower right over there. I can see it. And I want to go to that thing. I want to get that, and I want to leave. So I'm going to mine through time on land. Don't worry about the monsters. I'm trying to avoid them because I'm not that powerful. There's another spore blossom over there. Do I risk it and go for it? I think so. Ooh, I kind of want to go for 4 now. I see one over there. Do I have the blocks for it? I can go for these mossy cobblestone and just tower over there. There's 2 of them. And don't worry, I'm going to be replacing all this when I go down to the cave a little bit more. For now, though, I'm just taking what I can get. So I have 5 spore blossoms. That's absolutely perfect. I'm going to jump over to my little spot, swim up. And I'm going to be leaving now. Wait, another spore blossom. It's within reach. I have an obsession with this plant. Alright, that'll be all. I'm done. I'm not looking for any more of those spore blossoms. I'm done with it. I'm leaving, and I'm not going to come back for a little while. Maybe next episode I might come back, but it's not going to be for that. I might replace what I've done, repair all the damage, and then I'm going to be making a house in here. So I've arrived back at my home now, in all its magnificence. I'm going to be placing down my spore blossoms, be my glowberries, and then ending the episode. And that'll be it for episode 2. We did quite a bit, of course, as you guys can see our finished product with the new lighthouse. I went down into the caves, got some spore blossoms. I killed my first group of villagers with the banner right there. I think it was a pretty productive episode. A lot around building, which is exactly what I wanted for this thing, so I'm glad that we had such a good start. And yeah, also quick side note, I'm really sorry for myself in the future for having to edit this, because I've had a lot more time in this world this time than I did last time. Way more days, way more footage, just the building and stuff. So while you guys will have the same amount of clips, there's way more for me to edit. So yeah, my bad, my guy. Yeah, so next episode, I'm probably going to get into making a dock. I'm going to be making myself my potato farm, and then maybe start on a small sugarcane farm. I have a whole lot planned for this world, but so far it's gone exactly to code. Yeah, so if you guys want to keep watching that, make sure to subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next episode. Goodbye.